Hello, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm making a Simply Fancy lasagna. Fancy doesn't always have to be difficult. Fancy can be very simple, and I show you how those two come together in this lasagna. This is one of my favorite lasagna recipes, and it is so simple and delicious. Now I'm using a jarred sauce for this. You can use whatever sauce you like. Jarred sauces are actually really good, and they're definitely a way to keep things simple. Now, I've added just a little bit of sauce to the bottom of my pan, and another way I'm keeping it simple is that I'm making this lasagna in a cast iron skillet. You know, I love to entertain during the holidays. The house is decorated and it's just a festive, glorious time. And at a dinner party, it's nice to put people at ease. And instead of doing the fancy crystal and china, sometimes it's just good to pull out that cast iron skillet, put it on the table, and let everyone enjoy. Next, I'm adding my lasagna noodles. I'm using the oven-ready lasagna noodles. For me, they are absolutely wonderful. If you haven't tried these in a while, then you need to go back and revisit them. They've come a long, long way, and they're really, really good. Now, I've got a layer of these noodles in the bottom, and I really like to take these lasagna noodles and double them up. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I've got 2 layers inside my pan, and now I'm gonna add the star of the show, and that is the ground beef. Now, I've already cooked this. I've browned it and seasoned it with some salt and some Italian seasoning, and this is almost 2 pounds. And you know what? Let's just simplify this. I am going to put about 1/3 of this on my lasagna noodles and just even it out. There's nothing like a good pan of lasagna. Now, if you'd like to do a 9x13 pan, you can double this recipe easily and make even a larger batch. Now, I've got a little something different that goes in my lasagna. I've got some pepperonis. Y'all, this is so good in lasagna. They add so much flavor, and I just put a few around right over the ground beef, and the pepperoni is just going to cook into this ground beef and make it even better. It's going to season it on a level that we really can't do. So those are a big win to me. Now I have some ricotta cheese. My husband happens to be one of those people that is not a huge fan of ricotta, so I just add a little bit. Now you could add as much as you like. You can place an entire layer over this ground beef and pepperoni if you'd like, but I like for it to just blend into the cheese a little bit. And I have 16 ounces of the provolone and mozzarella shredded cheese. And this is going to just kind of work together and meld together. And my husband's not gonna say, "What's that white stuff?" You know. All right, here is more sauce, and I'm drizzling it on top, and then I'm just going to make as many layers as I can. Normally, for this size dish, I can make 3 layers, and I'm thinking that's going to be true for today. Last layer. And now, before I add the last bit of sauce and the last bit of cheese, I'm going to sprinkle this with just a little bit of salt, just a tiny bit. that ricotta needs a little bit of salt and some Italian seasoning. Yum. And the remainder of the sauce. And you know what's next? The rest of the cheese. That is going all over the top. It looks like this is really full, but as these lasagna noodles soften up, it's going to be perfect. I guarantee it. Doesn't this look beautiful? I've got my oven preheated to 350 degrees, and this is going to cook anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour. You just want to insert a fork and make sure that it goes through all the way to the bottom and that those noodles are tender. Oh my goodness, y'all. My house is about to smell amazing. Look at this beautiful lasagna. I just have to say it smells out of this world and I can hardly wait to taste it. Now I've been letting this rest for about 15 minutes or longer if you'd like. It's important to allow this just to sit for a little bit after you take it out of the oven. That way all of those juices have a chance to settle. Oh, and I will say that is the hardest part. Now, let me cut a little serving out of this. Oh, y'all. Oh, yes. That is what I'm talking about. And look at these layers. Aren't they beautiful? Talk about Simply Fancy. I just love it. Now, to go in for the taste. Those noodles are nice and tender. Got a little bit of that pepperoni and just everything in this bite. Y'all, this is so good. Oh. Honestly, it tastes like it took a day to prepare. You know, we've gone to the frozen lasagna because lasagnas can be labor intensive. There's not anything out there that beats this. It is so good. I love the shortcuts. It makes life so much easier and it's just delicious. This is perfect to serve on Christmas Eve or at your next dinner party if you want just a simply fancy / elegant dish to serve. Y'all have got to try this. Thanks so much for watching today. You're a blessing to me. Will you like this video and share it with your friends? And for more great recipes, go to Beef It's What's for Dinner. They've got lots of good stuff there. Well, I am about to serve my husband and I might just light a candle tonight. I'll see you next time. Bye.